Hello. I'm back again. This is the most consistent I've ever been on YouTube in my entire life. But today, there was a glare. But I'm going out to dinner with my boyfriend when he gets out of work, which is in about 2 hours or so. But I figure I can put on a face. I can start doing a little something with my day. I've done nothing but go out to lunch with my friend, continue to lay in bed and watch YouTube, mostly TikTok. So I'm gonna get ready. I figure I'm gonna show you my makeup routine. Now I've done this before, but a long time ago. So this is more of an updated makeup routine. Are you dirty? You look greasy, or is it just me? We're gonna have to hope it's okay because I can't really see what's going on. But I used to use like these flushable wipes as like face wipes. It's not as gross as it sounds. It's refreshing and makes my skin look oily. I have these Burt's Bees makeup wipes. I got these at Five Below. And I just got these, the Neutrogena ones, because I'm almost out of my Burt's Bees ones. And Neutrogena is the best makeup wipe I've ever used. But I'm not wearing makeup, but I'm using this to kind of refresh my face because it's just oily and greasy and I like a nice fresh start. But not yesterday. Sunday was my last day of work, and so now I'm down to the countdown of 2 weeks before I leave for basic training. You're gonna see me up like I'm gonna be lifting them weights. I'm gonna get it. I'm excited. It's something so different from my daily life that I think, I don't know. I'm excited and I hope a new me is born out of this. But anyway, I do have e.l.f. primer and it's pretty good. I think it does the job. I'm not exactly sure what primer does, but I use this as primer. It is the Road Barrier Butter. This is expensive for a small bottle, but it moisturizes your skin, and I'm not even like kidding. It works as a primer. It really does. I feel like it gets in there, makes my makeup look even. I love it. Okay, now beauty blender. I'm not gonna wet it. Well, I'm not gonna put it under a stream of water and you know what I mean. I have this bottle of water and I just, it does the job. So I've been using this foundation. It is Born This Way by Too Faced. Can you see it? How do people do this? You go like that? Yeah. I don't know how much this really is, but I got it from TJ Maxx and I think it was only $10. Maybe 13. I don't know. But I really like it. It does a good job. I use this concealer from Wet n Wild. Nothing fancy, $5 from Five Below. It does the job. I've tried different concealers before. This is really just my favorite one. I've never had a problem with it. And it's easy to find my shade because I look for the lightest one. I did Kim's makeup earlier. She was going to a picnic with her family and I zhuzhed her up. This is what she looked like. I like to think I'm pretty decent at makeup. I think I'm pretty good. I think I made her look pretty bomb, even though she naturally has a snatched face. I love her nose. My nose is just huge. Let me comment if you know if Irish people have been known to have bigger noses, because everyone in my family has a huge nose, except for my mom. She has a very small nose. But Dad, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be back. Back again. Okay, so I blended in the bronzer you saw me put on. Is that bronzer? No, it's contour. This is bronzer. This is you can barely see it, but it's LA Colors. I also Five Below, $5. This stuff is it looks really dark, but it's the lightest shade I think they have. No, it's not. I don't know. I like the darker shade. I think it looks better on my skin tone. I Don't do a little, let's not lie. I love this stuff, and I definitely put way too much a lot of the time. But I feel like I do a good job of blending it out so I don't look too crazy. When I was doing Kim's makeup earlier, I put way too much, and it's because when I was doing her makeup, it wasn't toward the light. Like, I was sitting here and she was over here. But even if she was sitting here, it would have casted a shadow. Her sitting there made it look better than it would have if she sat in this chair. And I like a snatched looking schnoz. And occasionally I like to do some highlighter. I use the Wet n Wild highlighter. This one I really like. For this I do on my nose. And then I do whole nose, the what is this, the bridge? I don't know. And sometimes I dab it in my finger if it like looks really shiny, so I don't want to look insane. And then I put some under my eyebrows. I always accidentally put way too much. Today I think I did just the right amount though. And then I do like to put some in my inner corners. Sometimes I do. I go crazy. They're a travel size Old Spice deodorant. I don't think so. That stinks. I can't even bring my lotions. I don't plan on... Okay, that's not true. I'm not gonna wear makeup while I'm there. Obviously, I'm not gonna be like, all right, everyone, grab your gun. And I'm just like bronzing it up. No, I want to bring it so when I come home, I get off the plane and I can do my makeup so I don't look crazy when I see everyone again. So I am gonna bring my makeup, but it's just gonna rot in my, what do you get, like a chest probably to put your stuff in? That's where it's gonna stay. But I'm gonna bring skincare because I think, what's like travel safe? Because I don't want my stuff taken. I'm gonna have to Google. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked on the purpose of this. Next, we do the brows, and I've really been loving NYX's brow glue. As everyone knows, I was engaged, and so I have a dream wedding ring, and so I bought it because it really seemed like we were trying to figure out a date for the wedding. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy the ring, and I bought it. And so obviously in the end I needed to return it, so I returned it, but I kept all of my points for JCPenney's from that purchase. Amazing. So I brought me and friend, and we spent the free $100, and I got this because I've heard good things, but I never tried it, and I'd also never seen it. So I was like, yeah, because it's never been harder to spend money when like you just have money and it's gonna expire and you need to spend it. You don't need to, but you obviously want to. So tried that, and I've loved it ever since. Did my brow look even? No, they never. They're not twins nor sisters. They just look kind of crazy. And I have a lot of like holes in this eyebrow. I don't know what's going on. The hair's like falling out. You see my brows? Let me get closer. I feel like I have good eyebrows, but maybe I don't shape them the best I could, you know? Also, if you have any tips on how to clean this, that's my eyebrow brush. I don't know how to clean it. Like, do I just... I've never even tried to attempt to clean it, so let's actually try that together. Take a makeup wipe. What do? You just go like this? Oh my god, that worked. Is that all I had to do this whole time? Wow. Another thing I've been procrastinating right here, folks. Oh my god. I fully thought like you just had to buy a new one every time it got like to the point of that filth. My god, guys, I'm stupid. So that in there, but look at that. I'm like in shock. Wow. A lot of makeup gets in there after one swap. I am so excited right now. I don't think my now boyfriend has ever seen me really dolled up and looking nice. This is the everyday makeup I do, plus mascara, and that's about it. And maybe I would do some eyeliner like up in here in your waterline, Looks pretty good. And a little bit down here, and then I smudge it and it looks all cute. But blush looks pretty cute too. So I'm gonna put, I keep forgetting to tell you what I'm using. e.l.f. blush palette. I think it was just like $5 from, I know I got this one at the Ulta in Colony. So right outside Albany, or if Colony is in Albany, I don't know. But you could get this anywhere, probably at Walmart or online. CVS, I don't know. But I like only a little. I don't like a lot. I don't want to look crazy. Just want to look maybe alive. Made us look pretty cute. But now I think we need a little bit of highlighter on the cheekbone, you know? Did it work? I can't really see. I think so. I think I look better in the camera than I do in real life. Anyway, next mascara, I use, wait, so it's gonna be backward to you no matter what I do, but Telescopic by L'Oreal Paris. But if you've ever seen the Caligari sisters, I learned this hack from them, and it is actually really good. If you want your lashes to be longer and a bit thicker, you do the tips of your lashes only, like just the very ends, and then that's it. And do each side of that. I mean, you can do one eye at a time. You don't have to go back and forth. And then if you want like the inner, like, you see how these kind of flare that way? You brush them inward like this, so it goes up. You do it on both sides. And it has worked every time, and it looks, I think, great. I don't have a photo of what my lashes like I used to look like. I've always had pretty good lashes, but I'm saying you gotta try it if you want your lashes to look more like up and longer. I definitely recommend. Sure. Okay. Last step, other than setting spray, but see, every time I want to sharpen it, it breaks apart. But I feel like there's a lot to work with, so we're gonna attempt to sharpen it and see how much depth we lose, length. But it is the Wet n Wild eyeliner, sorry, and it's, is there a certain color? It is Seema Brown, and the rest is kind of not there because I think it's got rubbed off in time. Okay, that's what it looks like. Pointy. And does it look like it's gonna, yeah, see, it's very loose. I'll try and like round out the tip. Okay, now give it a try, and you just gotta definitely angle it to where the side where it's not gonna fall out, like there's more support. Try and like have it so it's pushing that way so you don't lose your liner. Ooh, watering. Hold on. I see a difference. Do you? No? I do like to try a liner, but I don't want to break this because this is the best it's ever worked. So we're going to leave that there. You can do a little bit of a lip liner. I have this one from e.l.f. in the color cream. Oh, wait, no. Dark Cocoa. But it's a cream dyed lip liner. And I put it and then I rub it out and it just looks better. But before, after, and now we do some setting spray. I've really been liking this Amora. It's from Five Below, and it's a mattifying setting spray. So I always do like a practice few sprays off into the distance. And then I go for it. I like to take a second before I open my eyes because it does burn a little. And then you use whatever's nearest to you, my mirror, and you fan. Because I've seen sometimes if you let it dry on your own, it dries with little dots on your face. If it's not like the best setting spray, and obviously I go for the cheap ones, so they're not great. So you gotta dry it instantly. Okay. But that's it. That's my look. I think it looks... They're home from the vet. But that's my makeup routine, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one.